So after applying for credit cards online and thinking about it, I think the only solution I have right now for my short-term, well, not the only solution, the only legally responsible one and practical one for me right now is to call good old mom and dad, and let him know what's going on. I still haven't told him that I lost my job. I talked to him on Super Bowl Sunday. Like I said, he's a Steelers fan, and I didn't want to bring it up then. And I mean, it just wasn't the time. So yeah, I mean, there might be some credit cards coming in the mail. I didn't apply for a whole lot aggressively because the more you apply for, the more the credit card companies look at your applications, and that can play detrimentally into the APR you receive, and on and on and on and on and on. So I thought about, selling or pawning some of my old gear, but even then it's like pennies on the dollar. And I mean, the cameras that I have, I'm shooting this with a little Vixia. I could probably maybe sell that for a couple $100. But the ones that I have, that I spent a fair amount of money on, years ago, are a Sony VX 2100 and 2000, like the first prosumer mini DV based. I don't know why I'm telling you all this geeky video tech stuff. Anyway, they're not worth anything now in today's market. And I might get a couple $100 for them, whereas if I keep them around and I get a gig, like I think I'm gonna have to start considering doing weddings and events again. I'll make some thousands of dollars on that rather than selling my hardware right now for practically nothing. So, and then even if I get approved for credit online, I mean, I'm just not going to be able to get my money into my account. And I mean, I guess maybe I'll try to call the health insurance company and see if I can delay payment. I'll do that first before I call Dad. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and another thing with the shortage of money, I don't have a way right now to take the audio signal in from my telephone calls, but I'm going to try to set that up for this project too. So, alright, so the first call I'll make is to my health insurance company, and there's some rigmarole with them as well too, that I'll talk about later on. Let's see what they have to say first. Oh, hi Cindy. I actually am a recent enrollee in your coverage, and I'm going to have a hard time making my premium payment this month, and I was going to see if there were any options available to help with that. I'm calling from Virginia. My member ID number 802. Well, I don't understand why I mean, it's not supposed to post for a couple of days, so why can't we move the payment to a later date? You have a contract with the... Okay, so you send everything over to the bank that does the drafting for you. Well, shouldn't I speak to them then instead of my bank? I'd have to go through my bank. Well, what if I want to cancel the policy? Okay. So I still don't quite understand, because you're basically the vendor, and you're saying, I mean, my bank, they're going to say we pay whoever you tell us to pay, and you're basically saying to talk to my bank when you're the ones that get paid. Do you understand why I'm asking, like, what the flaw in logic is here? It states in the contract that you draft on the 10th of every month, okay? Right. Okay. And so according to the contract I signed, you draft on the 10th of every month unless it falls on a weekend or a holiday. I mean, there's no like hardship clause or anything like that. I basically lost my job Thursday. Unfortunately, you're unable to change the draft date. So it really doesn't have anything to do with my bank. It's up to you guys whether you change the draft date or not. You're unable to change the contract that you set up. You're unable to change the contract that you set up. Right. All right. Is there a manager I can speak to? I want to know if anybody in your company can change the draft date. Nobody in the company can change the draft date. Wow, that's remarkable. Across the board for all markets. Okay, so I'm basically even if I wanted to cancel my health insurance, I couldn't. End of month terminations as it states in the contract. Wow. Okay, thanks for the information. I really wish that I would have been able to record the audio signal on that. Yeah, so my current health insurance is through Health Premium Southern Health through Coventry One, and they just told me that I can't do anything. That they're going to take money out of my account unless my bank stops the payment on the 10th, and this is according to a contract that I agreed to when I got health insurance coverage through them, and this gets into the fine print, and I didn't read that. So if I want to cancel my health insurance, I have to do so within 30 days prior to the end of the month. Otherwise, payment comes out automatically on the 10th. So that was an I'm trying not to use interesting anymore. That was an informative call. I gotta call my folks. I mean, otherwise, there's just going to be charges presented to my account, and they're just all going to bounce or accrue even further fees. I guess the other thing I could do is go to like a check cashing or advance place like Montel Williams talks about. I could use $1,000 today, but I think that would only make things worse until I have a regular source of income coming in. And I sent out my resume to about 4 contacts yesterday, and I've gotten it to a couple temp companies. I also looked at, I would love to get like a bartending job or something like that. Hell, I'm not proud, except I've never bartended before, and in this area, I just don't think I'm hot and hip enough to land a gig like that. I could wait tables, and I might have to. I used to do it years ago, and I know I'll be competing with younger, better looking, more energetic college grads who can't find work either. But maybe my winning persona would give me the edge. Let's see if I can find Alright. This is gonna suck. Whenever I have to call my dad and ask them for money at this stage of my life, I really feel like an incredible loser. And I guess that's